Welcome to Everyday Reviews and welcome to 2024. This is the first review of the year. 2023 was a great year. We had our ups, we had our downs. We finally got our silver play button. You might have seen that on a previous video. We had some downs. Unfortunately, I lost my dad in 2023, so that was quite sad. He was, a big part of my life. Anyways, and he was always a big supporter of the channel. So, this is to you, Dad. All right, so today we are having a second look at the Volvo XC40 Recharge. This is the twin, meaning this is the all-wheel drive. You can get this in a rear-wheel drive, and I have reviewed this previously, and yeah, there really aren't a lot of changes, but what I really want to just touch on is just kind of recap why this is one of my favorite small SUVs, regardless if it's electric or gas at all. When it first came out, I love the styling of this XC40. I think it's great, even though it's small. Like if you compare this to, let's say, our Ioniq 5, it's about 8 inches shorter in length, and the wheelbase is about 12 inches shorter. So it just gives you an idea of how small this vehicle is. But they do a very good job of using that small space in the interior. You have that scan design. Really, really do enjoy that. I like how they have this almost kind of like a abstract camouflage type of motif going on. It lights up as well. When it gets dark, it looks really cool. This one is top of the line, of course. This is the ultimate. We have heated seats, heated steering wheel, very, very comfortable seats, large panel roof, Harman Kardon stereo. Up front, driver's display is 12 inches, and in the center we have a 9-inch infotainment system. What I like about this, first of all, it uses a Google-based system, but they didn't go and abandon all the, for instance, the CarPlay users. You can still hook your CarPlay up to it. Absolutely love that. This means that they're thinking of the customer. For powertrains, we have two options. As I mentioned, we are in the twin all-wheel drive, but you can get a rear-wheel drive only. Now that one has a smaller battery at 66 kilowatt hours and has less horsepower at 248 horsepower. Then we get to the twin, which has a lot more horsepower, 402 horsepower for a small SUV like this, and that makes this thing move, man. I'm telling you, you put your foot down and you are gone. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in just 4.8 seconds. It's blinding quick. But what I like is how it's delivered. It's not this neck-jerking effect if you don't want it to be. Yes, if you just smash your foot to the floor, it's going to be, but there's kind of like this conservative part near the first 15% of the pedal where you can just accelerate normally, and it's a very, very easy car to drive. Now there's also different regen settings on here. We have automatic, which is one of my favorites. You have no regen at all, or you have one pedal driving. I did find though, on the regen, even though there are the options, when it does come on, it can be a little bit abrupt, and how I gauge that is my eldest, she gets motion sick fairly easy, and when she got in here, yeah, she got motion sick in here. She didn't get sick in here, but she got sick afterwards, and so she's a pretty good gauge of that, because I had it in, at that time I had it in automatic. And yeah, if you want to have the smoothest transition, let's just say, just put it to off if you have anyone in your family like that. Range-wise, rear-wheel drive, you're gonna get 472 kilometers. You go with the all-wheel drive, you're gonna lose some range there, but you're gaining a ton of power. And also it's a little bit larger battery, 77 kilowatt hours, and that's gonna give you 409 kilometers. And if you wanna compare that, let's just say, to our Ioniq 5, which is all-wheel drive as well with a similar size battery, we're getting about 414, so almost the same. And that's impressive considering that this has more power by almost 100 more horsepower, but this is not a fully electric platform. It was started out as a gas platform, and they've converted it. So I really love what they have done here for sure. Charge-wise, DC fast charging up to 200 kilowatts. That's more than enough for most chargers around there. You won't even see that type of speed. So that's going to be really, really quick. And then the built-in one, 11.5 kilowatts. So you have a charger at home that can do that. You'll get very, very quick charging, even for level 2 charging there. Ride-wise, this vehicle drives fairly heavy for a small car. And speaking of heavy, these doors, I did notice like the kids actually had a hard time opening them on a slope, for instance, because they're heavy. They're heavy doors. Remember, Volvo's all about safety. You do feel that you're driving something very substantial. Because of the size, you still have decent room though. You get 452 liters of cargo area behind the rear seats. Fold those down, you get 1,328. I do like the floor though, it folds up and there's notches and there are hooks there if you want to actually hang groceries or things like similar to that. So they really thought that out as well. And yeah, so overall, once again, one of my favorite small SUVs right here. Pros, well, styling, hands down, love the styling. Interior, exterior, I think it looks great. Also power, well, yeah, gobs of power, so powerful for sure. And range, decent range, once again, over 400 kilometers. Now on the downside, two things. Number one, their 360 camera that this is equipped with, and this isn't just for this vehicle, on all the Volvo products, and I've said this, I don't know why they cannot put both the rear view camera and the 360 camera on at the same time. So it's one extra touch that you have to do. You know, you're backing up and then you want to get out of that rear view, you have to hit that 360, and it would just be so nice. You have the real estate for it. I don't know why they do that. It honestly drives me nuts. And the other thing is price. The XC40 Recharge is not inexpensive. It starts at $63,000 Canadian, and the good thing is it does qualify for some government rebates, so make sure to check where you live to see if it qualifies for some. So that does help out a little bit, but if you go into the top trim like we have here and with all-wheel drive, you are looking at basically $78,000, almost $80,000 for this small SUV. Yes, you are getting a premium product, no doubt about that, but you are definitely paying a premium price. So that's it for our second look at the new XC40 Recharge Twin. Let me know what you think. Would you buy this? What would you buy instead of this if you're in the market? Leave a comment below. See you later. Ciao.